The meeting between Prime Minister Manmohan Singh and Pakistan's Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif is easily the most significant but also the most scrutinized, the most debated meeting of the Prime Minister's visit to the United States of America, coming as it does against the backdrop of tensions along the line of control and of course the recent terror strike in Jammu. With us here is Pakistan's Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif. Mia Sahib, if we can just talk to you for a moment. How are you, sir?
Nice meeting you.
Nice to see you, sir. Sir, the big bilateral meeting, which is going to be watched by both our countries and the world very carefully, is now just a few hours away. What are your expectations and hopes from this meeting?
I'm looking forward to that meeting tomorrow, and we hope to discuss some pleasant things. Prime Minister Manmohan Singh was very kind to call me up immediately after the elections, congratulated me, and he also expressed the hope that we should be meeting soon. I invited him to visit Pakistan. It's a long overdue visit.
He invited you as well?
He invited me to Delhi. It will be a pleasure for me to visit Delhi. We want him to come to Pakistan, see his native village, and then of course it will give us opportunity to discuss things at length.
You've often said that you want to pick up from where the two countries left off in 1999, and you're meeting Manmohan Singh, I think, for the first time.
I'm meeting him for the first time. I know him. He knows me. Mr. Sartaji has worked with him, as I'm told. And I'm looking forward to discussing all the bilateral issues with India.
In your comments here in New York, you have spoken about how the nuclear arms race in South Asia is hurting both countries. Speak a little bit about that, because these are now two nuclear powers, our countries.
I think the arms race has to stop, and it is up to both countries, the leadership of both countries, to take this initiative. We have no doubt wasted, and I think India will also agree with me, we have wasted too much money spending, buying F-16s, tanks, submarines, frigates, and similarly India has also done the same. Yes, we can allocate, we should allocate budget for our defense needs, but to a reasonable extent. Not spend the money that we need in social sectors to improve our education, improve our health services, and also eliminate unemployment in the country, address poverty, and other social issues. So I think both countries need to sit down together and seriously ponder about it. Only then we'll be able to take some action.
So this meeting is coming against the backdrop of tensions along the line of control. 5 Indian soldiers died in August. India has also expressed concerns on long-standing concerns on terrorism. On the LOC issue, how do you plan to address this?
We proposed to India, after discussing it at Islamabad, we said, well, let's jointly do it. We said, let the military and the Foreign Office of Pakistan, together with the military of India and the Foreign Office of India, jointly investigate this issue, because it's a very serious issue. And or the matter could be referred to the United Nations for an independent inquiry, or some mechanism be evolved whereby both countries feel that it's a satisfactory mechanism, and let that independent authority carry out the investigation.
You've also proposed a meeting, I believe, of the foreign secretaries and the DGMOs as a mechanism to address the LOC tension.
This is one option, and we are ready to do that. We accept that, and I think we must now proceed rather than blaming each other. I think we should now be taking practical steps.
So the Indian Prime Minister, just last question, the Indian Prime Minister is meeting you with mounting political scrutiny on him back home, especially because of what has happened in Jammu and Kashmir, an incident your government condemned, in fact, very strongly. What can you assure to Indians watching this interview that would embolden and strengthen this peace process, especially with the number of concerns that India is repeatedly expressing in its bilateral relationship with Pakistan?
It's a very sad incident, and we've condemned it in the strongest of words. I think we should now be taking steps to put an end to this kind of practice or practices, because this keeps on happening on both sides, and we blame each other for that. for which we are not responsible. See,
Are you optimistic about tomorrow's meeting? Optimistic,
Let's-
pragmatic, realistic? How would you describe your mood?
I believe Dr. Manmohan Singh is a good man, and it'll be my first meeting with him. Looking forward to talking to him. I'll renew my invitation to him to visit Pakistan, and then we'll pick up the threads from where we left off in 1999.
Thank you so much, Mia Nawaz Sharif, for
you.
talking
Thank
to
you.
us. Pakistan's Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif there in an exclusive interview telling us that his government and he condemn the terror strikes that have taken place in Jammu this past week. Also talking about how one proposal that will come from Pakistan in those talks with the Indian Prime Minister will be to set up some sort of mechanism to examine the enhanced tensions along the line of control, while India of course is extremely unlikely to look at any international or independent body. The Prime Minister also proposing that there could be a special meeting of the two foreign secretaries and the Director Generals of military operations of both sides to look at these tensions. On terrorism, saying that incidents need to be condemned, but they should not be allowed to derail the peace process. Meeting Manmohan Singh for the first time tomorrow and saying that he is going to renew the invitation to Prime Minister Manmohan Singh to visit India. In New York, with Juhi Tyagi and P. Vardarajan, Barkha Dutt, handing you back to the Delhi studios for NDTV.